Welcome back, Leos. We are pulling cards for your week of May the 22nd through the 28th. We are running Monday through Sunday for this week. So we're just going to pull down cards and see what comes up. It doesn't, this reading isn't guaranteed to focus on love and relationships, isn't guaranteed to focus on home life, isn't guaranteed to focus on work. It might focus on a little bit of all of that, but I'm making it a very open general reading, just letting Spirit talk to us about those things that are the bigger themes in our lives as we go through the days this week. Okay, so we've got a few cards on the table. Let's start with Monday, Leo. So you guys are starting off with the Fool card in reverse. There is a little glare there, I apologize. Fool card in reverse is just telling me that on Monday you have a situation that you had begun previous to Monday that you are considering, and it started as a leap of faith. You didn't know where it was going to take you. And now you're looking at, has it served its purpose? Is it finished? Has it, is all the good juice gone out of this situation? This leap of faith? Or is there still more good juice there? Is there a reason to stay connected to this and keep moving forward with this? Now, with this Fool card in reverse, I think that after considering this, then you decide to stick with this and move forward with it. So let's see, what is this leap of faith all about? What is it all about for Leo? So it has to do with ongoing conversations with a female. Is it worth it? That's what you're going to be considering. Is it worth it? Now, this can be a romantic figure, but it doesn't have to be. This could be a client or a friend or even a colleague that you work with. But you're going to be continuing conversations with that person that originally started as a leap of faith, not knowing where it would take you. Now, Tuesday. Seven of Cups showing up in reverse. This tells me that you've taken some time to really daydream about what would make your life better, Leos. And with this card coming up in reverse, now you have figured out what you want to really prioritize and what do you want to move forward with that would improve your life. And so you're getting focused on it. You're taking those first steps today towards whatever that new target or goal is for you. And let's see what this has to do with. Let's get a little more specific. I don't like to be too specific in the general readings because then that alienates people. But I do want to be specific enough that you have an idea. You have an idea what we have here. Okay, interesting. The messenger and the whip. This talks about communication, definitely, and it talks about ongoing communication, maybe even an argument, although I can't say that I think an argument is going to be where you're going when you're looking at what are my priorities to improve my life. So, but I do think that this is ongoing communication. And so you're looking at improving, I think you're looking at improving either your style of communication or your mode of communication. You may be buying a better phone or a better camera or whatever, something along those lines. All right, let's look next at Wednesday. Dear Leos, Queen of Swords showing up in reverse. The Queen of Swords in reverse tells me you're cutting communication with somebody. You're cutting them off. You're not taking DMs from them on any social platform. You're not taking messages from them through friends. You're not getting text messages. You're not getting voicemails from them. You are not getting any kind of messages from them. You have not left them any avenues to communicate with you unless there's a bare minimum that you have to. For some of you who are co-parenting with this person or who this person is a work colleague, then yeah, you might have to communicate minimally. But with this Queen of Swords, it is straight up minimally. It is only what's necessary. Okay. So let's see a little bit more about who is this person that you're cutting off today, Leos. Do, 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 do. Hmm. Now that's interesting. I don't think you're cutting off a person, actually. I think what you're doing is you're letting go of some type of habit or obsession, something that you were spending too much time on, and it has to do with something that you were doing on the internet that you really weren't feeling so good about. In fact, you weren't feeling so good about it to the point that you really weren't talking about it to anybody else. So you're cutting out some type of, I would say, probably escapist behavior that was going on online and just getting away from it completely. Yep. Okay. Let's look at Thursday for you, Leos. Thursday. Two of Pentacles showing up in reverse, trying to get out of the glare. Two of Pentacles in reverse kind of talks about this idea of dropping the ball. Talks about that there's so much on your plate that you're trying to keep up with that if you don't, and you've got free will, so you can, if you don't get somebody to help you carry this load, if you can't delegate some of this to somebody who's capable, then you've got things that are falling through the cracks. So if it's possible, get somebody who can help you with some of these responsibilities or plates in the air. And if it's not possible, then see what you can do to prioritize. All right, let's see. I really don't want to necessarily clarify what's falling through the cracks as much as I want best advice for how to avoid things falling through the cracks. Let's see what Spirit has to say about that. Boop ba da doo doo. Boop ba da doo. The bear and the child. This talks about taking charge of something, being the boss. The bear is definitely the boss. So the boss and the child. So this would be something new for you to take charge of something. So there may be some type of new activity that will help you sort of keep everything organized and in a flow, whether that's some kind of new software, whether that's, asking an assistant to help you if you happen to be somebody who has a personal assistant or an admin assistant, something like that. But get some kind of help, whether it's technological help or human help, some kind of help to keep everything covered. All right, let's look at Friday. That's your best advice for Thursday. Friday. Knight of Rods coming up in reverse. Knight of Rods in reverse just tells me that you could very easily have some very scattered energy. This is kind of the energy of whenever things are catching fire and we're putting out fires. Not literally, but we're having little mini disasters here, there, and everywhere. We're having to take care of those, and it keeps us from doing our normal stuff, keeps us from organizing our lives and organizing how things should be, which just adds to the likelihood of more little fires popping up here, there, and everywhere. Let's see what this has to do with so you kind of know where to organize and get ready for this earlier in the week, maybe even prevent it if you can do something about it earlier in the week. What is this about? It looks like a lot of this stuff has to do with family and with keeping peace in the family, especially with a patriarch or a matriarch of the family. You may be the patriarch or the matriarch, but whatever's going on here, I feel like whoever the patriarch or the matriarch is, I feel like they've got a lot of drama happening that you're trying to help them with. Okay? And if this is you, then you've got a lot of drama happening. It's time to sort it out if you can. Sort some of this drama ahead of time earlier in the week so it doesn't show up Friday and just make you crazy. All right, let's look at the weekend. The weekend. This is going to be the weekend for Leos. We have Six of Pentacles showing up in reverse. You may be doing some type of charity work or giving to some type of charity with the Six of Pentacles showing up in reverse. If you're not giving to some type of charity, then you may be doing something for someone that they are not reciprocating. Maybe it wasn't intentional charity and it turns into unintentional charity that could be happening as well. Let's see what type of charity work we have happening? What is this? What is this where Leo is giving and not necessarily getting back an even amount? Type of gift is this? Let's see. I think you're very clear on where this gift is going. And I also think this is something new for you too. We've got the stars and the child showing up. So this is new. You could actually be giving to, maybe there's a new baby and you're starting some kind of college fund or buying some kind of stock certificates or bond certificates or something like that could be happening as well. And it may be very well that if this is a little child, that could be why you're not getting anything back. You're very clear on this. I don't think you're expecting anything back. This is not a surprise for you. Okay, next up, we're looking at the Queen of Rods in reverse for Sunday. Sunday is going to be interesting. You may want to be picky about who your company is Sunday. Queen of Rods in reverse is somebody who kind of looks over your shoulder, tries to micromanage things. They feel like they need to have control. They're used to having control of their own life. They're used to nobody telling them what to do. But because they're so used to making the decisions, it's really hard for them to turn loose and not make those decisions. All right, so that may not be the most pleasant thing that we've ever seen. Let's look at who this person is to you. What the cards will say about who this person is to you. What you guys just have this bear that shows up and shows up and shows up. This is an authority figure, can be a mama, a papa, can be a patriarch or a matriarch. And they're sending you some type of letter, message, communication, document that tells you about how you should be handling things. This could be an email too. I mean, it can be an electronic version of a letter. It can be an email too. But they're just trying to tell you how you should run the show for yourself. Not really giving you a whole lot of say so there. Yeah, I don't see that going over too well, Leos. Just don't see that being a positive influence. Just saying. All right. So, anyway, that's your week, guys. Thank you very much for stopping by and hanging out with me. I really do appreciate you spending some of your wonderful time with me, especially since time is very finite and limited. Please remember, you guys are my wonderful sponsors. That's why you don't see me on here talking about hair removal products or any other crazy little thing. So, if you would put a thumbs up on this video and share it out with others, that's much appreciated, as well as comments down below. All of that stuff helps the channel to grow. And then what else do y'all need to know about me? I do offer readings either on the phone or online. And so all you have to do is get a hold of me and we will get you scheduled for that. Don't worry about if it's the weekend or whatnot. I pretty much work whenever you guys need somebody. So that's how that works. So don't worry about it. Just reach out to me whenever you need me. All right, guys, I appreciate y'all being here once again. Everybody have a fantastic week. Peace out.